Hey everyone, David C. Anderson here, coming at you from the Knife Center, and as you can see from what's behind me, Christmas is creeping up on us fast. But good news, I've got a bunch of stuff that are in stock right now at the Knife Center that you should be able to get in time for Christmas. These are our last minute Christmas gifts for the holiday season of 2024. Let's check them out. All right, we're gonna start things off with an item that could have fit in very beautifully into a video we did a couple weeks ago on the stupidest knife deals we had at the moment. This is another stupid knife deal where the price is marked down, frankly, to an unbelievable level. Far below cost for us, actually. And that is the ArtisanCutlery Centauri exclusives that we have left. Why do I hold things so dangerously, you might ask? So I can try to hold all three at the same time. Before I go any further, let me tell you the price. The small, $29.95. The large is $34.95. You can get them at the links below. You can get all this stuff at the links below. If you know the knife already, you're probably already going over there to grab one for yourself, but here's the deal. It's a Ray Laconico design made by ArtisanCutlery. We've got S35 VN blade steel on all of these. The small has a blade length about 2.9 inches long, modified Wharncliffe shape. Inset liner lock, black and orange G10 on this one with blue accents and a milled titanium pocket clip, ball bearings in the pivot, and a front flipper for the action. It's a very well put together package. Now, previously we were selling these for about $100 originally, I think, when they came out. This is, like I said, below cost for us. Frankly, we just kind of bought too many of them. We were more confident in this design than the market bore out. So now's the time when you folks get to reap from our misfortune. 30 bucks for this daggone knife right here is an unbelievable deal. The larges, we have two versions to pick from. Blade length is just under 3.5 inches. We've got denim micarta with a stone washed blade finish and gold accents, kind of leans into that blue jean denim vibe, and a red and black linen micarta with a black blade finish, both available at $34.95. right now until they run out, and I anticipate they're not going to take long to run out what we've got because it's a pretty stupid knife deal. Go ahead, check it out right now. Pause the video, go over, buy it, and come on back because we got some more cool stuff too. All right, next up, I've got another knife. We featured it a couple weeks ago, but it's still on sale and still worth putting in front of you folks, I think. Actually, two things I'm going to show you here. Kind of a really spot-on type of knife to gift during the holidays would be a gentleman's knife. Something a little classier, a formal knife. Doesn't have to be for a gentleman, of course, but something a little more formal, a little more special feeling, a little nicer. I got an option at a more affordable price point and another even more premium option. This one, like I said, showed it a couple weeks ago, our Kwaiken Air Mini exclusives from Boker. It's a Lucas Burnley design, and it's very classy. You've got S35 VN steel here as well, and priced just under 60 bucks. The blade is just over 3 inches long. You've got that upswept kind of Kwaiken style. You've got titanium liners in gold underneath burgundy linen micarta handles, and a very slim profile when closed as well. It's a very easy knife to carry, whether a pair of jeans, a pair of khakis, or a pair of dress slacks. It's going to work nicely and flip nicely thanks to the ball bearings in that pivot as well. Next up, on the more premium side of things, we have an Italian-made folder. Button lock. This is the MKM Miura. This is a knife that won the 2022 Imported Knife of the Year at the Blade Show that particular year. And we've got them about $70 off our normal price right now. These are coming in right now just under $250. For that, you've got a 2 3/4 inch M390 blade with this modified Wharncliffe shape, or the website calls it a reverse Tonto, so we'll just go with that for the ease of today. It's a really nice utilitarian blade shape, but it doesn't, give up an elegant blade shape in favor of just a rough and tumble working type of aesthetic. This is a very sophisticated handle. It's in fact an integral titanium handle. It's a single piece front and back, milled out of a single chunk of titanium, and then everything's fitted in very, very precisely. The action on the button lock is quite nice. There's ball bearings in the pivot there. As you can see, the thumb flick opening option is very crisp. You could, of course, simply press down on the button and flick it out with your wrist if you like to do it that way. We've got a reversible deep carry milled pocket clip here, a very cool design feature. Everything about this super premium feeling. You've got super premium materials and construction methods right here. Like I said, 250 bucks right now. It might be a little bit of a stretch for some, but it is certainly very premium, would be very appreciated by anyone who would receive it. And of course, you could use our new Sezzle payment options if you're interested. You could split up payments into 4 chunks, if that helps. Check it out. It's a very cool knife. Next up is a KnifeCenter exclusive version of the Bestech Dundee, an O-stop hell design. And this makes the list right now because it is the least expensive way to get your hands on a MagnaCut bladed folder at this point in time, at least. Just under $90 for this knife. So you've been kind of sitting on the sidelines with MagnaCut, waiting to see how it's going for the manufacturers that are using it so far, but you want to check it out. This is a great way to get into this deal with a full-size knife too. This is not a mini knife to achieve that price point. We've got a 3.35-inch blade, full flat, or just about full flat ground on this long clip point with a swedge. If you're unfamiliar with MagnaCut, the deal with it is not only does it hold an edge very well and has very high marks in rust resistance or stainlessness, it does both of those things while being very tough as well, which is something that most stainlesses that achieve that type of edge retention just can't do generally. So it kind of broke the mold in terms of what is capable in modern cutlery steel, and the rest of the industry is still playing catch up. 90 bucks at this point in time for this knife, as I said. We've got a white G10 handle, very clean. It's also something that if you or the person you're giving this knife to likes to customize stuff, likes to kind of tinker around, these can make a great project for dyeing these scales your favorite color with a set of, with some RIT dye. We did a video on how to do that as well. We'll make sure to leave a link to that. Overall though, it's just a really clean profiled knife. Lot of edge potential in a pretty compact package, kind of similar to that Kwaiken Mini we looked at, only a little bit more in the width department here, obviously, but still very easy to pocket. It's also got very crisp flipping action with the ball bearings and the pivot right there, inset liner lock as well, reversible pocket clip. A lot of fantastic features and a fantastic steal for the price. Now, what if you're looking for something for someone that has a little bit more kind of muscle behind it? I might have used that description a few weeks ago. This is something we also showed a few weeks ago, but they've been marked down a little bit further even. This is the KnifeCenter exclusive versions of the Demko knives AD 20.5 with your K110 steel, which is a name brand D2 tool steel. And these are at the best price they've ever been offered, just under $95 for these right here. Very, very fantastic price. There's a few different colors left. We've got this orange, we've got red, in addition to they call it like flat dark earth, but it's really more of like a muddy green, if you take my meaning. You can see the colors there on the website. And a mix of blade shapes with the clip point, that's about a 3.2-inch blade, as well as the shark's foot, as they call it, which is a sub 3-inch blade. Either one of the blades you pick, you've got something very sturdy. It's not the thinnest blade stock in the world, but that's because they wanted a bit of strength behind this blade and something that could really take advantage of the strength of the shark lock that these knives are equipped with. On the back here, it acts kind of like a thumb ramp and a standard grip, but simply pull back, and it's got fantastic and mechanically satisfying action. Just feels great. It is fun to operate, works great for either hand as well, which is a great thing. Comes with not a reversible pocket clip, but it does come with a second pocket clip to fit to the other side. So lefties and righties, no problem with this knife whatsoever. And even though it's slim in the pocket, thanks to these handle scales here, it is something that can take a bit of a beating. The shark's foot here, great utility knife, great for the hobbyist, the DIYer, if you're breaking down boxes, that sort of thing. The clip point may be a little more general purpose versatile. Decent outdoor knife, decent hunting knife as well, especially with the orange handles right here. Like I said, just under $95 for that right now. If you want to up the ante a little bit, we've also got handle scale sets that you can purchase from Berkshire Forge. They are titanium, and we've got two different finishes, a sandblasted and a stonewashed. This is the sandblasted finish here, and you can see it on the knife right here. And these sets of scales are marked down from the original price by about half. This is coming in just under 50 bucks right now. You've also got titanium hardware sets here to up it even more. Again, good option for the customizers out there who want to take things a step further. But let's say you buy one of these knives and the set of handle scales, that's going to come in less than $150 for all of that, which, if you remember our history a little bit, is just a hair or pretty much the same price as the original version of this knife to come out with the gray, FRN handles, the gray plastic, and the AUS 10 blade steel. So for the same price, you can get upgraded blade steel and upgraded handles as the original release of this knife, which is pretty cool. And the titanium really does a nice job of making this feel even more premium, way more premium than $150 will get you most places these days. That is for darn sure. Next up, we've got another knife that has a bit more muscle to it, but it does it in a frame and package that is definitely smaller than the Demko, and that is the Banter from We Knife Company, a Ben Peterson design. You've got a 3-inch blade, slightly thicker on this version, which is our KnifeCenter exclusive version with purple G10 and 20 CV blade steel, which is an upgrade from the S35 VN that the standard ones come with. Has more edge retention at its disposal for sure. And you've got this 3-inch stout blade shape going on. Don't mind the prototype marking on here. That's just the one we had handy. Yours will not come with the prototype marking if you just decide to pick one up. But it is a knife that, despite its small dimensions, you can get a really firm hold on. That wide G10 handle here gives you a solid anchor for your digits, and the blade here feels super ready to work. Price on these is about 120 bucks right now. It's a few bucks off the normal price and only about $10 more than the S35 version. So very good upgrade to the blade retention or the edge retention without too much of a dollar investment. We've got an inset liner lock on this knife. We've also got a reversible deep carry pocket clip, ball bearings in the pivot, and nice crisp action as well, and a handle that lets you take advantage of its full length, which really goes a long way to making this feel like a powerful yet easy to carry knife. Well, as they say in car circles sometimes, there's no replacement for displacement, meaning bigger engines sometimes better. And sometimes a bigger knife is just better. So if you're looking for a bigger, hardworking knife for you or your gift list persons this year, the Steel Will Warbot is still a great deal at just under $70 right now, marked down originally from just over $100. You've got a very robust blade, 3.5 inches D2 steel, a little bit on the thicker side to give it even more strength, and a very tactical forward profile on the blade and the handle, and yet it's still something that could adapt to a pretty wide variety of uses. You've got 2 profiles on the blade available as well. You've got this plain edge version right here, as well as a partially serrated version. That partial serrated version is going to be great for ripping through fibrous materials like rope or fabric, especially. That version comes with a green G10 handle. The plain edge comes with this black G10 right here. We've got a solid metal backspacer and a glass breaker at the back. Full length liners here, giving it a very respectable sense of strength when you really need to muscle down on this knife. And the action is buttery smooth on this. We've got washers in the pivot, which are a little more resistant to stuff like dust, dirt, grit, and stuff getting inside it compared to a ball bearing. And they do it in such a way that you still get, like I said, that butter smooth action behind the blade. Just a really impressive job and really impressive levels of quality at this $70 price point. And once more, going bigger is better, and actually the first American-made knife on the table today. For those where that is important, this is a fantastic knife, the Military 2 from Spyderco. Like I said, all of these things are in stock and ready to ship right now as we're posting this video. So if you want something like this in time for Christmas, get on it, don't wait too long. For this knife here, we've got a roughly $250 price point for this black coated version. There are other flavors available, however, than just this black with Digicam G10. 4 inches on the blade, S30V blade steel, slightly thicker than some Spydercos, yet you still have a full flat grind for a great compromise between everyday slicing capability and the kind of tactical forward purpose that this knife is made for. There's plenty of length on the handle for both tactical grips and heavy working grips. You've even got Spyderco's finger choil area here right around the pivot so you could choke up and get closer to the edge and have even more handle length sticking out the back for the truly big mitted people out there. You've got a 4-position pocket clip, meaning you can carry it however you like. And then you have a right side facing compression lock on this knife, which is different from the original Military, which is soldiered on for quite a long time at this point. But I do appreciate the finger safe closing action that the compression lock provides. Your fingers never get in the way of the path of that blade. Something the Demkos from earlier share that feature as well, and the Miura for that matter. But it is a nice feature, and the compression lock is nice and strong as well. Plenty of power in this knife, plenty of quality as well, as you would expect from a Spyderco. And last but not least, if you still can't figure out what to get, I always come back to one of my old standbys. Like, there's never a bad time to receive a Victorinox Swiss Army knife. And one of the fantastic and ultimate stocking stuffer ideas in the Victorinox lineup is the Classic SD. And I'm going to point you to our KnifeCenter exclusive Leela Ray Artist Series Swiss Army Classics. We have several versions, as you can see here on the table in front of me. And if you're unfamiliar with the Classic SD, you've got a pen blade, you've got a nail file with the screwdriver, hence the SD in the name, small flathead screwdriver there on the end. Opposite side, we have a handy pair of scissors, and they are a little more powerful than you might think given their small size. The quality of these is exemplary. And then you've got a toothpick and tweezers, the classic accoutrement for this knife right here. These exclusive versions coming in about $24. We've got the MagnaCuts, as you can see here, very whimsical. We've got a series of dragon and series of botanical art versions or art prints that you can choose from. We'll leave a link to those down below and leave a link to the whole Classic SD series as well. Those start a few bucks less than this $24 price point. But it's a good price for, like I said, a stocking stuffer or just a few more small gifts you might need for the random so-and-sos that you're wanting to give to this time of year. Always a good option. That's all we've got for right now. Check out the site right now if you want any of these. We'll leave links in the description down below. While you're over at the site as well, again, don't forget about our Sezzle payment option so you can split things up into 4 easy chunks, or our long-running knife rewards program so you can earn some free money to spend on a future knife. I'm David C. Anderson from the KnifeCenter signing off. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to all.